The world of robots has a long way to develop. We've found a few technologies that still are pending on the top list to be applied into robots. So through this video, we decided to tell you more about these robots that have high potential for being one of the greatest inventions ever in human history. That being said, make sure you watch till the end of the video to learn about the best ones that have been found yet. Welcome back to another video here at your favorite channel. We have a few of the best female robots, humanoid, to the best extreme that technology can take them right now in 2022. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and also let us know what you feel about these robots. Make sure you turn on the post notifications to never miss out on any of the important updates you've been waiting to learn about. Let's get started. Before we get to the core of the video we have for you, let us build up a base and see the impact the movies have created on human lives. If we look back at this 2014 movie called Ex Machina, you will see that the world as we know it today has been aiming to reach a position where robots will be able to take over a lot of the work that we manually do. Though the critics have been calling this the first step towards mass unemployment, what they fail to understand is that there will be an alternate employability created for people skilled enough to develop such machinery. This is the manner in which the world has been working since ages and will continue to work so. This was the first movie where we heard of the Turing test. This test is basically a test that helps us determine whether a machine could pass as a human being. So, the reason why the main character of the movie was brought to a certain facility was to make him a subject of the Turing test and test him against a machine. As time passed, Nathan, who has been working in the facility, disclosed that the power cut that had been taking place there are pretty common, while on the other hand, the main character stated that it's not affecting Ava, who was the robot. So, the movie revolves around the manner in which the robot was built and the smartness it had in it. It was proved that the robot is really smart. But how? That you need to find out by watching the movie. The fact is that we do have robots like her in real life. The intelligence that these robots could have and the smartness stored within them could certainly be a very huge step towards learning more about them. Now, one part of the movie showed us that the robot tried to flirt with Caleb, who was the main character of the movie. The real intention of the robot was to get out of the facility and find out what lies outside. Now, speaking of flirting, nowadays we have robots that could in fact be your wife as well. One example of such robot is Harmony. There are a lot of such robots that have been programmed to act in all manners, including sexual, that could satisfy all the needs that human beings have. These robots, apart from being there in your bedroom, are also good at being a good companion. So, if we were to describe it in different words, we already have the technology that could help you replace a robot friend and replace them from the human beings. Such a development is certainly something that needs to be tracked on. A lot of female robots, for example, Sophia, have been deployed for various purposes. Speaking of Sophia, she's also the first robot to have ever been granted citizenship in any country. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia presented her with the citizenship in the said country. This was later thanked by the AI, and it was noticed that apart from being able to converse, she has a really good memory and can bring up events from the past in certain conversations. The robots nowadays seem to be having a major role to play in almost all industries. Humanoid robots could easily be installed in a lot of venues where there is a need for higher efficiency and a longer duration of work. But this is something that is purely commercial. What we do have is the possibility to make these robots a member of the family. This means that the chances of you having a robot family member, maybe your helper, or maybe if you decide to have a robot wife in the future, things are all possible. Nadine is another example of a robot that has a high use case. She has a really good conversational ability and has a good memory, allowing her to remember people from their faces and speak with them based on a conversation they had the last time. Now, this is something that has not been possible till date. Ever since scientists have come up with technologies of this kind, it has been found that these robots could really help in replacing the workplaces to make things faster and process everything at a faster rate. Not only this, the fact that they will not get tired will help them continue working for longer hours. So, commercially, the use cases of such robots are really high. As far as Nadine is concerned, the best use case for her will be in the travel and tourism sector, where she can help converse with the travelers to clear the queries. Can we build a human? When we ask that, we do not mean a biological human, but what we mean is that is it possible for us to make a robot think, work, and act like a human being? If yes, how far are we from seeing the times where humanoid robots will be moving across the street, living their own lives, or working under their masters? AI is a general sector technology, meaning thereby that we can apply this into any of the sectors that we have. The application of these robots could be seen in any of the sectors that are presently available in this world. This could be defense, industries, education, or tourism. This is one of the main reasons why it is necessary for us to develop a very good AI software that is reliable and can process things faster at the same or higher efficiency than human beings. Latest word recognition softwares is the best way to make sure that all of the important aspects related to communication are solved seamlessly. As a matter of fact, once the issues of communication is resolved and made perfect, we are already 50% through the work that needs to be done. One of the newer applications of the AI system is in the legal aspects. There has been an AI judge that has been shadowing cases from the European Court of Human Rights recently came up with the same decision as the human judge in 4 out of the 5 cases. This was a pretty important decision as this way, we could certainly remove all of the corrupt practices that may be taking place in the court. On the other hand, if we look at the medical profession, you'll see that a huge number of people have been speaking of bringing in a few AI softwares or limbs to execute certain procedures that require a very high accuracy. A bunch of Canadian scientists traveled to the UK to sell an AI diagnostic tool that they claim can identify a tumor instantly and accurately. They also stated that the person will not have to conduct a biopsy and can get the results immediately. This is something that could save thousands of lives if applied in the right manner at the right place. So they say that the learning process for the machine has been pretty much the same as that for a human being. More than 1,000 images have been studied by the machine that give it the kind of accuracy that it enjoys today. This non-invasive technology could even save millions of pounds that are being used on diagnosis. There have been a lot of robots that are now able to communicate freely, express their thoughts in the form of expressions, gestures, and are also able to bring in the past memories about a person and make a conversation that connects with their past. This ability to sync in with the human beings while being completely programmable and adapt to the changes for more development is what makes AI a very promising venue to rely on for human beings. Apart from Sophia, Nadine, and others mentioned here, we also have a huge number of other robots that are being showcased around various parts of the globe. We'll slowly cover them through this channel, so make sure to stay with us for all our videos. Hit the like button and also let us know as soon as you learn something new about the robots so we can mutually learn together. That's all for today.